Hey everybody, it's Friday! So I cannot wait to have our Zoom call on Monday. I'm so excited to see you all. And I'll bet you're excited to see each other too. So think about some things you want to talk about with somebody, or something you might want to show everybody, or your pets, or your bedroom, or maybe something you're doing cool outside or something. I don't know. Just think of some things that you want to share with everybody, because it should be a great time. I can't wait. All right, let's get reading. Eyeballs on. Now we've got all the way up to chapter 9. So here we go. The scoop of the century. We didn't wait around for Michael to come back to class. We had a newspaper to finish. Andrea typed her stories into the computer. Mrs. Lilly used a laptop to look up photos we could use. She found a picture of Elvis Presley and made it look like he was standing next to Ms. LaGrange. Then she found a picture of Officer Spence and drew bars in front of his face to make it look like he was in jail. She cut out a picture of Mrs. Yonkers smiling and put it in front of a picture of a house that was burning down. Mrs. Lilly showed us how to put the photos into our computer. Andrea wrote the captions under them. Ms. LaGrange had an Elvis sighting while sipping soup. Officer Spence behind bars. When she's not teaching, Mrs. Yonkers enjoys setting fires. The front page of the Elementary Century looked great. I say this paper is done, said Mrs. Lilly. Let's print. Andrea hit the print button, and this printer started printing, because that's what printers do. But you'll never believe who ran into the door at that moment. Nobody. Why would anybody run into a door? That would hurt. But you'll never guess who ran in through the doorway. It was Michael, and he was wearing his backpack, and he was all out of breath. Did you get the scoop? Asked Mrs. Lilly. I got the best scoop in the history of the world, Michael gasped. Stop the presses, shouted Mrs. Lilly. Michael has a scoop for us. Andrea stopped the printer, and we all looked at Michael. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the same thing I was thinking. You're thinking that Michael pulled a plastic scoop out of his backpack. You're thinking that we all yelled at him. Not that kind of scoop. But Michael did not pull a scoop out of his backpack, so nana nana boo boo on you. What did you find out, Michael? Asked Mrs. Lilly. Mr. Klutz does not wear underwear, he shouted. What? We all gasped. We were all freaking out. No way, shouted Alexia. That can't be true, said Neil the nude kid. This is the scoop of the century, said Andrea. Wait a minute, said Miss Lilly. Calm down, everyone. We have to make sure we have our facts straight. Michael, do you have any proof that Mr. Klutz does not wear underwear? Not exactly, said Michael, but I don't have any proof that he does wear underwear either, so I figure there's a 50-50 chance that Mr. Klutz doesn't wear underwear. Well, we all looked at Miss Lilly, and she was a grown-up, so the decision was up to her. 50-50, eh? Well, that's good enough for me. Andrea, put that on page 2. So Andrea typed this into the computer. Mr. Klutz doesn't wear underpants. Chapter 10, Stop the Presses.